I do have to say that my draft knowledge is... I don't have draft knowledge.
That's all right. If it's your first placement game ever, that's not important. So hopefully it's not gonna like throw you into a diamond game right away to see how good you are.
I
Like,
mean, I have a low overall account level, but
yeah. And like it's usually pretty good about like kind of reading your quick match and like playing accordingly. Now right away you want to hover who you want to play. Because like at this stage, like this is your first ranked game ever. You're not looking to like counterpick somebody. You're just looking to play what
play
you're comfortable
comfy.
on.
Yeah.
And I also want you to first pick
Okay.
because you don't want to get into a position where
Where I
like
have to flex.
yeah, never fails. They always ban Kale thoughts down here, man. Okay, you're gonna second pick. So what he did there, I want you to do that. I want you to be like where it says waiting for enemy right now. I want you to just be clicking
I'm
that.
already going. Yep.
There you go. That's the spirit.
Christ. There we go.
Boom. All right. So if that guy actually picks a healer, this is an actual team comp.
This is a comp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like we've got a solo laner, we've got auto attack damage, we've got a mage, we've got CC, we've got hit points, and we got a healer.
I mean,
And very
this
importantly,
does-
we have wave clear.
And that wave clear is in...
That is in you, that is in Vala.
Yes.
Samuro, once he has Blade Storm. If he doesn't take Blade Storm, then it's less good. Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Don't. Nope.
But I wanna.
Nope.
but I
They're gonna
wanna
lose
say
confidence in you.
Okay.
Don't make
Don't lose
excuses.
Be positive.
If they flame you, just tell them that you've shagged their mum.
I mean, we do have a Russian, so... Russians are usually either god tier, Smurfs, or they exist to fill out games in fill out servers in EU servers.
Gotcha.
They're always the loveliest people.
Yeah, they're here because CS:GO is getting patched.
Yes.
It's very important that your skin and your mount match.
Exactly.
Interesting. We're doing a double healer comp with little to no wave clear. Okay, so the only way that they win this game is abduct and destroy.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of game where if you are positioning the way you were in that quick match, you will single-handedly lose the game for your team. So we're gonna not do that.
We're gonna not do that. We're going to stay right behind Moradin.
Yeah, so the advantage is, one of the major advantages you have over their team is your team has wave clear and theirs doesn't. So the way that we can take advantage of that is generally, like, we don't need to hard engage them early on. Like, until we have 10, generally what we want to be doing is just collecting gems. Just clearing waves and rotating, clearing waves and rotating. That's the name of the game. Right? And then once we have a talent advantage that we can gain because of our superior wave clear, then we can engage them in a 5v5. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So now I want you to keep thinking about being between your tank and your core. Always be on your side of the tank. All right. Good, good. And back up, wait for your cooldowns. Okay. Weird wall, but okay.
Weird wall. Missed that one.
All right, we can... Oh, that's punishable. There we go. Now, when your cooldowns are like 1 to 2, or like 1 to 3 seconds away from being back up, I want you to be heading back towards their team so that you're there when they're up. Because you don't want to have your cooldowns up and then have to spend 4 seconds walking towards them. Oh, back up. You saw Diablo rotate into that bush. Alright, now you just want to be hitting Qs and potentially using your wall to keep people off.
It's like, because Moradin's kind of gone, so
Yeah.
the whole... Oh, here he is.
Okay. Ooh, we could have walled them out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, that's...
Oh, Wall Morales? Oh.
Ah.
Oh. You just want to get out and back.
Yep.
Because you have no mana. We don't want to tap, because this is not a high-stress situation. This is a situation where we have the freedom to back, so we want to use it.
That was the instinct to tap there to go back in.
Yeah,
but...
it's always very tempting. But we would much rather have that available when, say, like, there's a turn-in happening that we want to either prevent or secure.
Okay.
Okay, good wall. Good wall. Whoop. Apparently my phone just decided to Google good wall.
Ooh. It was that good, Siri thought to thank me.
Alright, so now you see your tank rotating. You want to be disengaging here.
Oh, shit. Killed Mouth that.
Yeah, he was up farther than he should have been. He was not respecting the tank locations. Alright, so we want to be clearing waves and rotating. We just want the XP. We're trying to get an XP lead. That was very dangerous. If that guy was more confident, that could have been real bad for you. So just throw everything you have at this wave and rotate.
Okay. Let's go help our boy.
Now let's not rotate through the enemies. There we go. There we
There
go.
we go. I saw it. I did see it.
Okay, then we want to clear, get some stacks. That should have been pointed at them. Okay, good wall. There we go. Now we want to clear and rotate. Kind of missing the rotate. Kind of missing the rotate.
But the kills.
There was no kill there.
But the
They're
kills,
on their gate. There's no kill there.
I could have got the Genji. He would have died.
Oh, there's a wave mid. Where are we going?
But top. Okay.
Like
sorry, sir.
We've got a guy closer to top than we are, and we've got a wave mid.
Okay. Sorry, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Uh-oh.
All right, now we want to help him disengage. Oh boy. Little late on the wall, but that's all right. Okay, now we do want to tap because this is a higher pressure situation because we have turn-in and they have turn-in. We want to make sure that we get it. Okay. All right, good disengage from the Furion. Whoa. Okay.
Don't understand.
All right, rotate up into the turn-in. Oh, all right. So now we're just helping disengage. So who has all of our gems? I have to imagine it's either Mirrodin or Samuro. So you want to be rotating to either to whoever has that and helping them turn in.
Okay. So this Viola has the right idea then.
Yes.
So we go help him.
Yep. If he's focused on clearing the wave, then just clear it faster to get him where he's supposed to go. All right, very good, very good. All right, so now we just clear and rotate. Is there a reason we're not mounted?
I could give you a reason, but it wouldn't be acceptable.
All right. All right, now we just chill, just chill.
We chill, not
Yep.
rotate. We go back mid.
Nope, now we push. We push with the objective. We want to push where we have advantages. And we're about to
Okay.
get 10 here, so be ready to snap pick Archon.
I don't know my hotkeys, unfortunately.
That's all right. Push in, push in, push in. We have big advantage here. Archon.
Oh, okay.
Murder them while you have ult advantage. See, this is that point where once we have the talent advantage, we push it. I don't know where Samro's going. This is a win for sure. Like, if we just all commit here, this is a win. There it is! That's the ticket!
We're really out here pressing buttons.
Boom! Now we keep pushing. Push until the spider's dead, then back up. Alright, let's get out of here. Leave him to die. Good wall, dude.
I may be bad at hitting my Qs, but that is one thing I do pride myself in.
Alright.
I can wall.
So now we're back to chilling. We're clearing waves, we're rotating. Because we're real close to another talent advantage. So we don't want to be scrapping here. Like, we want to scrap when we are up in a talent or we're up in numbers. Other than that, we just want to be clearing waves, getting XP, getting gems, turning stuff in.
Okay.
Oh, this is so close to a good engage point, but we're not there. Don't Archon until you're not blinded anymore. Now Archon. Then just zap them down. Murder them. Snap pick your 13. Oh, get Kerosene. There you go. Good. Oh, very close. Let's go!
So it is just amazing that the difference the positioning makes. Like, I can already feel that, you know.
Yeah, where you're standing at any point is half the game. Then yeah, just push it. Push the fort. We don't care about the walls. Oh, back. What? Okay, we can re-engage. We have numbers. Okay, back up.
People don't
And look
want
at
to
that.
take that.
What is that around your health bar? Is that thing
it
on
is-
fire? I think it is.
The energy is scary.
All right, now we have
when do
turned
I
again.
throw? When do I throw?
Try to avoid that if you can. Now we want to secure
Oh,
turn-in
okay.
again. Most of our guys are situated on the bottom one, so we want to help that.
Okay, he jumps away.
Yeah, and we don't care about him. All we care about is turn-in. For some reason,
okay.
our tank has decided he's the solo laner. So we're going to stick with everyone else. Well, this is not a good angle.
Nope.
All right, we don't want to push this. We don't want to push this. You're about to get Diablo'd upon.
I pushed the button.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
16?
If that guy...
16?
If that Diablo was paying attention, you should have died.
Yep. I kind of noticed that everyone molded back a little too late there, I think.
Yeah. So now we can actually push to end the game here. If everyone's on the same page, this is an end angle.
We'll just ping it, make sure people listen.
There you go, wrangling the randos. Alright, now Val is super low, so we want to back off here. Back up, back up! There you go, good disengage. Okay, now we kind of have to gauge how it's going here, if we can re-engage or not. Alright, this is a disengage.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're sort of down one each.
That's alright. Because we still have huge advantage. Like, if we want to take a fight, we can. So we take everything that they have, right? They're pinging the bruises.
Okay.
We should be doing that. See, now, he's not gonna beef for you. If push comes to shove, he's out and leaving you to die.
Okay.
Alright, good. So now we take this, and ideally we want to rotate down and we want to take their bottom keep. So this is real good. This is real good. Just keep a good sense of where your Muradin is. And if he leaves, you leave. There's no other option.
Boss wants gems.
Personally, I think the play there was to 4-man push, take the keep back up, and then turn in.
Okay.
Oh, see, now you were in the front there again. That's not ideal. Archon, Archon, kill him.
Really? Okay. Okay, boss.
Now kill the low guy. Kill Kerosene there. Oh no, we walled
fuck.
ourselves! Oh no!
No! It has been a while since I've done that. But by a while, I don't mean the killing myself, I mean the walling on myself to get away from people close.
Gotcha. Because, like, Archon gives you a shield when you activate it. If Genji jumps on you, you should insta-pop that.
Fair enough. Yeah. And they have the spell. Yeah. Reminding myself on what the things do now. You know, I've been second guessing it now, but
See, now what your team is doing is giving the other team a chance back in the game.
right.
We're fighting without numbers on even talents. This is exactly what you don't want to do. They've been very ahead for a long time, so now they're cocky and they're making mistakes. The correct play there, you just want to leave him to die, by the way.
Yeah.
The correct play there was for all of them to back up, get 20, and then re-engage. Then we take Twilight Archon because we're trying to win the game.
Yep.
What? This guy's just being weird.
I don't understand.
It's got Genji brain, it happens. Muradin shouldn't have tapped there, he should have just relied on second wind.
I mean, I kind of want to back.
You
but
should back.
I should?
Yeah, you're waiting for teammates anyway.
Okay.
What else are you gonna do? All your waves are pushed up, you have no gems. So now once everyone's alive, you want to re-engage before they have 20.
Right. It gonna say, because it always feels as though at points like this, it's
Weird APOC, but okay.
It always feels weird because it's like, well, shit, what do we do? Do we just sit around and wait to re-engage?
Yeah, so
while
now I
they're
think
sort of
taking...
regaining territory.
I think this camp take is a mistake. I think we should just be pushing mid with the big wave.
Okay. I mean,
I
Moradin
like
just wants
Mirrodin's
to
call.
end.
Yeah, I think that's a
You
good
like
call.
it?
I think everyone should. I think all 5 should. Like, you either just push it, or you try to team fight first. I think just pushing it is the right play. But now that you're here, like, we want to do this, because we don't want to
Yeah.
just lose the game outright. Yeah, now just pop Twilight
Now
Archon, go in.
Yep. Just end the game.
Oh, they got weird about it. 2 of them back to try to stop Mirrodin. Oh, no, Diablo didn't back. He died and then just did the Diablo respawn. Why are we not Archon?
Why are we not? Good question.
Archon very strong. This is an ignore them and right-click the core angle. It's just that easy.
Huh. So, a couple things at the end there, just to sort of... Because this is something that I've always struggled with in MOBAs.
All right.
It's very much the latter half of the game, even, like, we had advantage.
Yes.
We had the... hang on, I'm gonna see if I can pull the replay up, because I feel that I can just sort of point at it a bit. Do you want to just party up, or shall I just
Yeah,
do it
yeah,
in the Discord? Just quickly grab you in here. Like, for the latter half of the game,
What's just
don't know
what
what
happened?
I don't know. We were in, and then it kind of just...
Oh gosh, what's happening?
Hello?
Are we in a queue?
We shouldn't be.
Hang on. What if I do this? It says you're in a
Not
Storm League
available
game.
while searching for a game.
You're searching for a game. Oh no. Restart the game.
Say what?
Quick.
No!
Restart the game.
Ah!
Exit the game.
Panic! Right! Okay, but I'll see if I can sort of... We had advantage, and it was one of those things where we were down a person.
Mm-hmm.
The part that I always, like, struggle to wrap my head around, and I've always struggled with it, is where the hell I should be when things are sort of, like, in downtime. Because part of my brain goes, okay, well, I should be doing camps. But then, you know, we took the Bruiser camp, because we had, like, the Moradin took the Bruiser camp because we had time. And then it was like, okay, everyone's still kind of out of position. Take the Siege camp. But you said that was wrong. We should have been going to mid to push with those Bruisers.
Yes.
It's sort of the, okay, so do we just sit and follow around with the Bruisers? Or... And it's just little things like that that I can play the early game, because that's easy. You're getting XP, you're...
Yep, until you try to kill yourself on a vision camp at level 1.
Of course, of course. Do you want to just host it, or shall I just...
No, you can be the host, because you know what you're looking for.
But it's just like... I think it's sort of between 15 and 20. Because once you're past 20, it's very much a... You win the team fight, you win the game.
Mm-hmm.
It almost feels like the group up and fight to get forts. And it's... I always struggle to wrap my head around, like, okay, but what should you be focusing on doing? Like, what if there isn't a camp? Do you just kind of sit there and wait? That seems very...
Sit there
It seems wrong to sit there and do nothing.
sit there and wait is rarely the option, but sometimes is the correct option.
Okay.
Like, it's a question of what can you safely do for your team at any given time. It's like the here, we'll wait for it to
Yeah, it's kind
finish
of
tweaking
kind
out.
of just seep through the whole.
Yeah, using the replay system in HotS is a struggle bus.
Yeesh.
Sometimes
Oh, I
when
think
you
it's
try to rewind, it'll just throw up and crash the game.
Yeah, I think I tried to go too far forward and it's throwing up.
All right, we're good here.
No.
All right, so
you're there faster than I am.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it may have genuinely crashed my game. Oh.
You've turned giant.
Oh, okay.
You're a giant Tassadar.
Yes. So we're pushing the core here.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't know why you're a giant Tassadar.
I see normal Tassadar.
All right. Well, once this is out, once this is on YouTube, you'll see giant Tassadar.
Okay, excellent. We just we sort of disengage here.
Mm-hmm. Which is good.
And it's like, okay, now what? Well, I should go help Samuro. You know, sort of. We're trying to take what we can here, and that, like you said yourself, he's not gonna be for me here, and it's a Samuro.
Yeah. So
it was kind of a heat of the moment thing, but it was like, what? Okay, so we back, right? If that's the case, I don't have host controls anymore, but we back away in mid.
I was wondering why I could pause it.
I think it's because I reconnected, but then it's like they went for bruises. Is there?
Yeah. So going for bruisers is an option.
Okay.
So we'll talk about options here. So once we disengage here, we look at like what's the situation on the map. We are 1 gem away from being able to turn in again. We are a talent up until they get 2 more levels. And we pretty much have total map control. That being, our waves are pushed up. We know where all of them are. Like, the world is our oyster at this point. We can do whatever we want. So the question is, what's the biggest advantage we can gain while we know they can't contest us? So the actual answer here is to get that last gem, do boss, and turn in. Because then top wave ends the game.
Right.
Like, they already can't fight us 5v5 because we're a talent up. So once we have boss and objective pushing at the same time as our entire team, there's nothing they can do. The game's over. So rotating to bruisers is an option that you can take because you're a talent up and they can't contest it, unless we do what we did here and split 3 and 2, where if they push us with 5, the gate, like, they can actually take the fight, a talent down. So when you have this much of an advantage, where you're a talent up, you have map control, it's just a question of what is the biggest advantage we can get.
Okay. So would a good alternative, considering the fact that Samuro has 26 of our many gems, if it wasn't to take objective, like, I'm looking at bottom, the bottom keep is at half health. Would that be another alternative, or is that too greedy?
No, this is, that's kind of what your team went for here. Is they took the bruisers and then they rotated down to bottom wave. So the objective here should be just clear this wave, clear this keep, and then retreat and get the
gems in
the
there.
objective. Because we already didn't do the optimal option, so that's off the table now. So we picked an option that still gives us advantage, just not nearly as big of one.
But it's then a case of turn in gem, like, because he then says we can finish, turn in gems, go in.
Yeah, so the reason that we backed off here is because without everyone being on the same page and deciding to push this, we can't push this. As like we said during the game, like if Muradin disengages here, we have to follow him because we can't push this without him.
Okay. Because it's as like as I sort of said, it's very much a thing of my game knowledge isn't the best, so it's trying to figure out the right option, because unfortunately, as much as I would love to have your voice as a caster in the game, I'm not always going to have a you should get out here and getting that game knowledge in.
Yeah.
So we then sort of screw up this team fight, because I assume it's because Samura's pushing bot, but
it definitely didn't help. There's also like there's some
help that I kill myself.
Yeah, there are some micro mistakes here, but you know, until you have the practice and your micro is better, like this is going to happen, right? It's more important to be making the correct decisions.
But it's now a 3v5.
Yeah, now as soon as you died, your whole team should just try to get out. Which is kind of what they're doing. For some reason, Vala decided to run away from her tank and healer. And doesn't get punished for it because, you know, we're roughly in silver elo.
If that, but yeah, I think it's like silver 4, silver 5 was most of our team.
Yeah, there's one gold and one bronze on the other team, but the rest of your team was silver something.
Yeah. But it's then sort of like, okay, push top. Like, they're down a Tassadar. It works out because they've got objective. Objective then dies. And then...
So right here...
What's the... They should back?
Right here they should disengage.
Okay.
Or rather, like, they can stay here until Karazim respawns. Because right now, we're even, right? We're a 4v4. Yeah. We have 3 levels on them, so that's technically a 12% stat bonus. So we have a slight advantage here. We're getting shot by the core, which negates a little bit. But once, like, we got to be paying attention to death timers, because as soon as Karazim respawns, now we're at numbers disadvantage, and that's bad news bears. Also, our Vala decided to kill herself by running away from the team again, and that's also not great. This is also the absolute worst time to fight, because you're coming back from spawn, they are 5v4, and we're even talents. The reason that we want to disengage here is because we are almost at the point where it's impossible for them to fight us. If we fight them 5v5 with 20 to 17, they cannot win the fight if we are even a little bit competent.
Yeah.
But instead, we fight them without numbers on even talents, and a lot of people die.
So, I suppose the question would be, is to look at this almost like from a chess hypothetical situation. Let's say they backed. So we've got 5, they've got 5.
Yep.
Would, while they're regrouping and we're licking our wounds, would it be like boss getting gems? What would you suggest is like the next course of action, or is it just a case of group up and attack them again?
As soon as we're 5 and everyone's full health and we're 20 to 17, we take boss. Because they can't stop us, and once you have it, you end the game.
Okay. Because, like, we don't have... would it be because we don't have enough gems? So we might as well just get boss, push, and that's...
Yeah, with all the waves pushed up, you have to go deep into their territory to even collect any gems. Like, it's just not going to happen.
However, because we're now down a Vala and a Malfurion because they stuck around too long, it's just a case of we have to sit back, do our bruises then.
Yeah, because you want to think about like what could we do here? Like, what are our actual options? Like, we can't clear waves because all of the waves are on their side of the map. Boss is super risky because if they actually roll up there with 5, you lose that fight until your other 2 lads are alive. We don't have enough gems to turn in, so what else is there? We have a bruiser camp.
And that's literally our best option.
It's the only option.
Yeah. Okay. Because I can definitely say, like, pre now, like, month ago, trying to take a vision camp on his own, I would have absolutely just, panicked, really, and been like, hey, there's a siege camper bot. There's a bruiser camp here. That helps, keep our advantage up and keeps them on their side of the map. And then I would have probably died.
Yeah, so here, this is the situation that you were talking about when we first loaded this up, with the siege giants. Like, why did I tell you that we should be pushing with bruisers rather than taking this? Because if we think about this, what does this camp do? The giants. What is the best case scenario that these giants accomplish?
When you say the best case scenario, is it just a case of leaving them alone or pushing with them? Because, I mean, they're designed to push up waves, aren't they?
Yeah, like, what's the absolute best thing that we can do with them?
I'm gonna pass, even though it's an easy answer.
Alright, so the wave is already up here. So best case scenario, they walk up here and start throwing rocks at the core, right? Now, instead of spending the 30 seconds it took us to rotate down and clear that camp, we could have had control of both turn-ins, because we have the 20 advantage, we have equal numbers, we could have prevented them from turning in, and if we fight inside of the bruiser camp, like, it gives you 20 spell armor, okay? That's an advantage. Along with your 20 advantage, this is nearly an insurmountable advantage that you have over them.
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you meant what the advantage of the bruisers give, not the siege camp.
Oh, no.
My mistake. No, I misunderstood. But yes, okay.
Yeah, because the best case scenario of pushing with the bruisers is we have an insurmountable advantage and can control both turn-in sites and push and end the game. Best case scenario of the giants is they get there and throw a couple rocks. The giants don't give us an advantage in a fight, right? Their rocks are very slow, they're very easy to dodge. Bruisers do give us an advantage in a fight. It's the biggest wave we have, except for the one that's already there, but if they're, any sort of competent, like, they're going to be dealing with that. They don't, because we're in silver, and they decide that they're going to take a fight without numbers and without 20s. Which is very kind of them.
Indeed. We are... Yeah, we literally killed all of them, and I don't know where Kerosene went. But...
Yeah, that's a 9x on the Kerosene right there.
But it was then a push to win, basically, and that, like, it's just that kind of, we had the advantage. I know it seems simple to be like, okay, we can, push, like, get bruisers and push with bruisers, but it's always those scenarios where I end up, like, for whatever reason, either I'm the first to respawn or I manage to get out of a fight and there's a couple people roaming around the map with me on my team, where, like, just do camps at the back, I suppose, or try to keep, like, not die while they respawn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's always just a question of where can we get an advantage, and then if we have an advantage, what can we do with it?
Okay. It's one of those things that immediately I can sit here and say the difference is a lot better than where I was in the initial match.
Yeah, you died exactly one time that whole game.
And it's made a hell of a difference. And that, like, even though it's the end of the season, I think that is my first ever ranked match. So.
And now you have the confidence to climb all the way to Masters.
Well, let's set our sights at the top in gold first.